Louisiana Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102, broadcasting 24/7, 365, KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM Radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome back to just regular season basketball on Eagle 102. Mark Frontick, Jim Ross here at the Jake at Louisiana High School. It's a quadruple header here tonight. Actually a triple header plus a half. 4 games between two gyms tonight as they'll play the varsity girls and the varsity boys here in the high school gym. Down the hall they'll play the JV boys and then a half of JV girls. So a full night of hoops on the last night before Snowmageddon.
Snowpocalypse, all kinds of names for it out there. And then I can remember about 2 or 3 years ago they were calling for 8 to 12 and we got 0. So, it is raining.
Schools are already canceling around the area. And, of course, stay with KJFM and KJFMradio.com, the KJFM Radio app for all the area closings and cancellations.
Yeah, you and I talked about that last week during the tournament. We used to play and go to school if there's 6 inches of snow. Now they cancel it on a forecast.
Exactly. And are Bowling Green and Van Far ever going to get to play? They're rescheduled for Thursday. We were supposed to have that game before Bowling Green tournament.
Right.
So who knows when they'll get that one going. But we're playing here tonight, and it should be a fun night as Louisiana welcomes in Clopton for boys and girls varsity action. We'll start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Getting ready for 2 varsity games tonight from Louisiana, varsity girls and varsity boys. Mark Frontick, Jim Ross here at Louisiana High School. And, Jim, I turned into a tour guide a little while ago. I walked to the Clopton Hawks varsity players from this gym to the other gym. They had no idea which way to go. So I've been in there a few times.
You're telling me that the Clopton girls didn't know where the
varsity... No, the Clopton boys.
Clopton boys didn't know where the varsity gym was?
No, they didn't know where the middle school gym was.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
Yeah, I walked them from here to there.
Yeah, well, you got to know where you're going to kind of get there. You can't just put up your GPS and get there.
Now, there are signs posted.
There is that. There is that.
But, if it's not on a tablet or something, I don't know.
Right. Right. If they can plug it in, they'd be fine.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. But we've got 2 varsity games. Louisiana girls coming off a win after a disappointing week last week at the Bowling Green tournament. Clopton, I'd say they're also a little disappointed that they weren't in the championship game, but they did end with a statement win over Ellsbury.
Right. And Louisiana maybe digressed a little bit in the last couple of weeks. But went down to North Point last night, which I believe is the new school in Wentzville, and won down there. They didn't play a boys game, so neither one of these boys teams have played since Saturday night. So it'd be interesting to see if they gained any confidence, the Lady Bulldogs, in that win last night. And ironically, they haven't played yet. You know, usually this time of year they would have met in one of the tournaments or somewhere along the way, but they have not played yet this year. So even though they've seen each other playing in tournaments.
Yeah, they've waved to each other on the way by. But.
Right, this will be the first head-to-head matchup. So, you know, Clopton, as we mentioned, down a little bit from what their powerhouse teams are or have been over the years, and Louisiana still in the midst of a rebuild and probably, year number 3 or 4 of that. And they've made some progress, and tonight will be kind of a good measuring stick for the Lady Bulldogs to kind of see where they are.
Now, what was different for Clopton on Friday night in that game against Ellsbury?
Well, they were playing for third place instead of championship.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. But you know, the previous meetings, and especially in the Clopton tournament championship, Ellsbury pretty well took it to Clopton.
Right.
How did they flip the script?
Well, they controlled the tempo, unlike what Ellsbury's done to almost everybody they've played. This year, Clopton was able to control that, and if you can do that and play the game you want to play and you like to play, that'll work in your benefit. And that's what they did on Friday night, and I would expect them to try and press Louisiana and get them sped up as much as they can. As you know, Louisiana has all underclassmen, no juniors, no seniors on this club, so they're basically a JV team. Has been playing a varsity schedule for 2 years now, and so Clopton will try and speed them up. And when you're young like that, if your brain gets going a little bit, body gets going a little bit faster than your brain does, it creates turnovers and problems, and that's where Louisiana is going to have to be careful.
That's an overview of this matchup between Clopton and Louisiana girls. We'll check our keys to the game after this on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on Kjfm, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for Louisiana and Clopton. You mentioned that Clopton press. Louisiana just can't put on the brakes and get stuck in bad areas of the floor.
Right. They've done better against presses this year than they have in the past years. But the key tonight to this game completely, and it holds true for both teams, is Louisiana's got to take care of the basketball. Clopton wants to make them turn it over. If that happens, this game will get stretched out. If Louisiana can handle the press and get this into a half-court game, they have a chance to make this competitive.
Looking down at Coach Devin Street reminds me that Dean Street, the great softball, baseball coach, celebrated a birthday over the weekend. So happy belated birthday to Dean, and hope he's doing well. The kids look like they're doing great, and probably going to have some snow fun tomorrow.
You need to get a life. You can remember Dean Street's birthday from the weekend.
It popped up on my Facebook.
Good Lord.
Those are our keys.
You're a stalker.
I am not. Terrible. We'll have our starting lineups coming up next on KJFM.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starting lineups for this matchup as the band plays a little Panic at the Disco. We'll start with the Clopton Lady Hawks. They're 11-8, coached by Devin Street. They'll start a sophomore at 5'6", number 11, Brea Smith. Sophomore, 5'6", number 20, Jasmine Hammock gets a start. Number 22, a 5'7", junior, Shanna Yates gets a start. A 5'6", junior, number 33, Madeline Bruni. And a sophomore at 5'10", number 51, Stacia Talbert. For the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs, 5-12 on the season, coached by Derek Brandstetter. They'll start a freshman, number 1, Jordan Pedersen. Sophomore, number 5, Ty Campbell. A sophomore, number 10, Reagan Bowser in the starting five. Number 23, a sophomore, Depresha Chapman. And number 25, a sophomore, Emily Powell. So again, for Clopton, it is Smith, Hammett, Yates, Bruni, and Talbert. For Louisiana, it's Pedersen, Campbell, Bowser, Chapman, and Powell. And our setup here at Louisiana, we're up on the weight deck.
Mezzanine level.
Yeah, I always feel like we're going to debate. We've got podiums up here to get over the railing and everything. So,
well, we got stools tonight. We want to thank Coach Griffin, the athletic director Ryan Griffin, for giving us a little elevation. They've got this beautiful sign on the rail. It says Louisiana Bulldogs on it, but when they put that up, it killed our sight lines. And so we were having to stand all game, and for you, that's no big deal. But for an old dude like me,
I don't know.
I need a chair every so often.
About the third quarter of the first game, the lower back starts hurting. So very appreciative of the seating that was given to us tonight and all the work they did to get the networks open so we can broadcast this game easily here in this beautiful gym, the Jake Noel Memorial Gym here at Louisiana High School. Those are our starting lineups. We'll take a break, come back with basketball in just minutes on KJFM.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports is on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital and Cellular and Satellite Center.
As they play the fight song here at Louisiana, we're just minutes away from high school basketball. Doubleheader here tonight from Louisiana as the Bulldogs, Lady Dogs welcome in the Clopton Hawks and Lady Hawks. And kind of a sparse crowd. I think everyone is kind of hunkering down for the next couple of days to see.
At the grocery store.
Exactly. I'm sure they've got all the bread, milk, and eggs taken care of in the region.
Toilet paper too. Don't have toilet paper.
If everyone isn't stocked up on toilet paper by this point, we're 2 years into this thing. Everyone should have plenty of TP.
One would think.
Yeah.
One would think. But yeah, you're right. A small, intimate, reduced crowd.
Well, plus there is another game going on in the other gym, so kind of split between the two gyms.
Yeah, I know they do that. Save expenses, bring one bus. I'm not real fond of it just because of what you said. It splits the crowd up and splits the students up. You know, you want your young students here to support and understand and become a fan and then become a player. And if they're split in two gyms, yeah, it's not really the best.
Some other basketball going on tonight. I know Bowling Green down at Silex. They moved that game up to 5:30. Ellsbury is playing tonight. Getting ready for the national anthem here. We'll take a break and come back with hoops after this.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow Area High School Sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown's Smokehouse Meats.
Band sounds good tonight here at Louisiana High School.
Good version of the national anthem by the pep band.
Introducing the Clopton Lady Hawks, and they look like they have a much fuller bench with the JV players sitting with the varsity for this ball game. A few more dressed than we saw at the Bowling Green tournament. And now the lights are going out, and it's time to introduce the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs to this big gym. Yeah.
Let's throw a couple stats at you. Clopton averages 49 a game. They're giving up 48. Louisiana averages 49 a game. They give up 44. So on paper, it would seem that Louisiana's going to have to get it going offensively tonight to be competitive in this ball game. As we mentioned, they have not met so far this year.
Long history between these two programs. Boy, there's been some great games over the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I was going to try and get a hold of somebody today and find out, but and this predates, I believe it predates girls basketball, but there was a point in time where Louisiana and Clopton stopped playing because they had a little rhubarb.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And the administrations decided that they needed to take a break for a while.
All right. Reagan Bowser in the center circle to jump center against Stacia Talbert. Ball comes in. Great officiating crew here tonight. They either going to work or have worked plenty of state Final Four contests.
Yep, James Garner, Ronnie Richardson, and Adam Falloon.
With it on the near side is Bowser, trying to find someone to hand it to, and she gets a 5-second call right off the bat.
So what we talked about, take care of the basketball, don't turn it over. Louisiana starts their first possession with a turnover.
Just not a whole lot of movement away from the ball on that possession.
No, not at all. Not at all. They gotta get open and meet the pass.
Hammett to the near side for Yates. Get pass back up top. Thinking about the three was Bruni. Goes to Talbert on the far side. And that pass is taken away by Bowser.
Yeah.
Here comes Reagan up the floor. Stops her dribble. Hands it off to Ty Campbell. Campbell back up top for Emily Powell to the far side for Pedersen. Jordan Pedersen. Couple of ball fakes. Goes to her dribble. Gives it off to Campbell to the near side for Powell. Powell gives it down to the wing for Bowser. Bowser, center of the lane. Kicks it back out to Ty. Over to the far side. Pedersen going to try the three. And that one's a little short. And the rebound grabbed by Brea Smith in the far corner. Brea will bring it up herself, trying to go coast to coast. Now dumps it off to Hammett on the baseline. Her shot a little long, and the rebound tipped out. And it's going to stay with the Clopton Lady Hawks with 6:51 to go in the opening quarter. No score.
Yeah, it looked like Bowser got her hand in there. Good defensive set. First trip down for Louisiana. See if they can maintain that.
Brea Smith with it on the near wing. Gives it back to Jasmine Hammett. Hammett up top for Bruni. Bruni to the near side. Yates going to try the three. Little flat. Still bouncing and finds its way down.
Hit a little bit of everything, and they need to get her going. She was off her game a little bit last week at Bowling Green. That's a good sign. Shooter's touch.
They break pressure to Louisiana. Kick it back out. How about Campbell for three? That one rolls through.
Answers. Oh, wow.
Ty Campbell knots this game at 3. 6:15 to go in the opening quarter. Pass tipped and goes to the floor, picked up by Bowser. Bowser having a nice game defensively to start.
She's fairly tall, got long arms on the front part of that press, the point of the 1-2-2 or half-court zone, I should say, not press. She can cause problems in the passing lane.
She's a dancer by trade.
And an artist.
Uh-huh. Pass was behind Campbell, now loose on the floor, goes out of bounds. It's going to go to Clopton with 5:44 to go, tied at 3.
Turnovers equal at 2 apiece. Glad to have you with us here from the Jake before the snow. If it hits, right?
Yeah, if it hits. Pass tipped, Hammond has it. Gets it back to Yates. To Jasmine over to the far side for Bruni. Bruni back to Hammett, now to Yates again. Working the perimeter are the Lady Hawks. Madeline Bruni back to Jasmine Hammett. To Bruni again. Hammett, Yates, try the three. That one's nothing but net.
Yeah, she's on track tonight already. She's got all 6.
Now Campbell is caught in the backcourt. Hammett intercepts the passer. Yates did. She's got all 8.
Yeah, make that all 8. Full court pressure by the Lady Hawks.
Powell to Campbell. Cross the line to Bowser. Now for Pedersen. That's all you have to do is help each other out. Now the ball is stolen away. And here comes Smith. Off her foot, picked up by Bruni to the near side for Hammett. Now to Yates, who has 8 points already. Her 3 this time is short, turns into a pass to Talbert. Pass tipped, Yates to Hammett. Now to Bruni. Corner. Talbert to Brea Smith. Smith kicks it back. Near side, Hammett, long 2. That one's offline. Put back, Talbert. Cut it too fine, and the rebound picked up by Deprecia Chapman. Campbell across the line, good crossover, gets her past that stripe to the near side for Emily Powell. Powell to Chapman, what a feed. She can't finish, and the rebound is tipped out by Talbert. It'll stay with Louisiana.
Pick and roll worked to perfection, and Louisiana players heading the other way. It's their ball. Just couldn't finish at the rim. Into the game for Louisiana, Jalea Reese and
Brylan Stewart.
Yeah, there you go. Couldn't find her number.
Here's Powell with it, has it tipped away momentarily, picks it back up as Skylar Parker into the ball game for the first time, and a foul going to be whistled on Parker. First foul of the game.
Yeah, her first foul, obviously. We played 3 ticks over 4 minutes of this first half.
Stewart with it, gives it back to Bowser. Now to Reese, back to Bowser. Couldn't hit on the first attempt. She's fouled on the second attempt and will shoot a couple of free throws.
They'll get Brea Smith for the foul. They will. And Nate Reagan will get a couple of free throws, as you said, a sophomore. About 5'9".
And the first shot is good. Makes it a 4-point game.
She's usually a pretty fair free throw shooter, too. Just kind of nonchalants it, doesn't she? Just nice and relaxed, and a couple dribbles and lets it fly.
Hey, hit them both. 3-point game. Back the other way. Here's Parker. Pass for Brea Smith. Now to Talbert on the baseline. Back to Brea Smith through some traffic, and she's fouled.
Got into a double team. A lot of arms and hands in there. We'll see who they call that on. Maybe it's going to be Emily Powell, huh?
Her first, team's first. And to the line, Brea Smith.
She'll get a couple of free throws as official talks to Coach Brandstetter.
And the first shot for Brea is straight through.
Derek, in his second stint as a head coach here at Louisiana, as he coached the boys for a long time, has returned to coach the girls. I guess this is his second year with the girls.
It is. And a timeout taken by Coach Brandstetter and the Louisiana Lady Dogs. 3:35 to go here in the opening quarter. It's Clopton 10, Louisiana 5 on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Like the start for both of these teams, 10-5 the score, but that kind of took a lucky three-pointer from Yates to really separate.
Right, no doubt about it. When you're struggling shooting, you'll take them higher you can get them, however.
Exactly. Here's Powell with it in the backcourt to Campbell. Lost the handle on it, got into a bad area. Pass tipped and taken away by Clopton. Nope. Hammett's going to recover. Here's Talbert with it. Pass tipped and picked up by Reese.
Back-to-back turnovers.
Campbell trying to backdoor pass, and it's knocked out of bounds by Stewart as it was behind Powell.
Turnover number 6 on Louisiana as Parker will return and Talbot will take a seat for the Hawks.
3:21 to play in the first. And up the floor with it is Skylar Parker. To Bruni. Madeline back to Parker. Bruni now on the far side. Skips it back for Yates. Yates to Brea Smith. Smith hasn't been able to really get in the open areas. And that pass cross court through the hands of Bruni and out of bounds.
I think Yates was expecting her to go to the basket a little bit, and she stood there, let her, and it just went, as you called it, through her hands out of bounds. As Pedersen returns for Louisiana.
Replaces Ty Campbell. In the corner with it is Pedersen, and she almost threw it away. Nice job by Powell to bring it up the floor.
Breaks the full court pressure.
Pedersen on the point will back out. To the near side for Chapman. Now for Stewart, back out to Reese. To Deprecia Chapman again. Chapman thought about going to the basket. Now a great pass to Pedersen. Can't sneak it over the iron. Rylan Stewart's putback is good.
Stewart kind of right man, right spot there as that rebound kind of fell in her lap, and she was able to convert the bucket.
Put yourself in a good place, good things will happen.
No question.
Back the other way, Parker to the middle of the lane for Brea Smith. Smith kicks it out for Yates, now for Bruni. That three ball that was open earlier, not so much right now. So Louisiana's tightened up the defense, and just as I say that, she steps out and hits a three.
I think it was a 2, but yeah, a long-range jumper for Bruni nonetheless.
You are correct, and makes it 12-7 in favor of Clopton. Reese has it knocked away. Out of bounds, it's going to stay with the Lady Bulldogs with 1:46 to go, and Jasmine Hammett comes back in for Skylar Parker.
You know, as I sit here and watch Louisiana, they've got pretty good overall size. If they will this summer dedicate themselves to doing some work, doing the work you've got to do in the summer, you know, they could come around next year.
Mm-hmm. Here's Stewart with it. Ryland just throws it up, draws the foul, and we'll head to the line.
They'll give her 2 shots. Foul's going to be on Riley Kuntz, I believe.
First foul on Kuntz. And the first shot for Stewart is good.
Talbot back in for Clopton. Smith will take the seat.
Bowser and Bowser's going to come in for the shooter.
Well, they got
oh, too many players on the floor right now.
Yeah.
They finally pull Ty Campbell back.
Well, the official waved her on as they get it back down the floor quickly.
Shot no good. Waved her on, and there was a free throw being shot.
He grabbed her and said, come back here, quick.
Here's Stewart on the near point. Gives it off to Pedersen. Pedersen with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Lady Dogs trailing by 4. To Powell. Emily Powell works past Talbot, center of the lane, lost the handle, picked up on the floor and kicked back out to Pedersen. And a timeout taken by Coach Brandstetter and Louisiana. 12-8, Clopton leads, 1:07 to go in the first on Eagle 102.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
1:07 to play in the first quarter from Louisiana. It's the Clopton Lady Hawks leading the Lady Bulldogs 12-8.
Coach Brandstetter valuing these early possessions, trying to stay in this ball game.
Lady Dogs have had a nice start. Ball goes to the floor. Pedersen had to go through her legs, picked it back up, and kicks it out to Jalea Reese. Back to Pedersen. She'll start her dribble, and we're going to have a foul whistled on Deprecia Chapman.
Yep, illegal pick. She got there late, stuck her knee out, and was caught.
55 seconds to go in the opening quarter here from Louisiana. First of 2 tonight on KJFM. Lob pass, gets it to Talbot. She sneaks it over the rim and scores.
Little slip screen that time by Stacia and got in the paint for the layup.
Campbell, 40 seconds to go. Clock running, gets it to Pedersen at the last second. Sneaks through 2 defenders, and she's on the run. To the near side for Reese. Try to give it back. It's through everybody and stolen by Jasmine Hammett. She's on the run to the basket and scores. Jasmine Hammett, first 2 points of the night.
Turnover number 7, I'm sorry.
All of a sudden an 8-point lead, and now it's knocked away by Yates out of bounds. It'll stay with Louisiana with an even 15 seconds on the clock. Clopton going to pull back that pressure in the final 15.
We'll go to a 3/4 court trap, it looks like.
Far side, here's Deprecia Chapman. Ball tipped by Jasmine Hammett and taken away. Down to 5 seconds. She's going to have to hurry. Good job by Louisiana, changing her lane, forcing the ball to the floor. And it'll be Clopton ball with 0.5 seconds, so you just earned yourself the first possession of the second quarter.
Yeah. Unintentionally.
They did a good job making her change direction and go, long pass through the hands of Reese, actually out of bounds, and that will do it for the opening 8 minutes. 16-8, Clopton leads Louisiana from the Jake on Eagle 102.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
1 quarter in the books here from Louisiana High School. First of 2 on KJFM tonight. Mark Froenig, Jim Ross. And it's a Clopton Lady Hawks leading Louisiana. Nice little spurt there in the final minute and a half to stretch us out to an 8-point lead.
Well, we talked about turnovers in the pregame, and Louisiana with 8 already. And that's not going to work. 8 turnovers, 8 points.
And they'll have the ball, Louisiana will, to start the second quarter.
Doesn't really seem that bad, though, does it?
No, not at all. Pedersen back. Has it go over her head on the return pass from Powell, and 9th turnover.
That's the thought of speeding them up a little bit is Smith will return with Parker. Yates and Kuntz will take a seat.
Pretty early substitution for a quarter.
Yeah. 10 seconds?
Uh-huh. Here's Talbert. Back to Hammett. Up top now for Bruni. Free throw line for Brea Smith. Smith kicks it back out. Low pass for Parker, so they'll have to wrap it around the perimeter again, and it's Jasmine Hammett with a nice little jump shot to make it a 10-point lead.
She's got 4. Now she's got the steal.
Parker blocked out of bounds back to the Lady Dogs 40 seconds into the second quarter.
Another turnover, number 10, as this press taking its toll on Louisiana.
Powell trying to find someone to get it into, gets it to Pedersen in traffic. Jordan across the line, long pass and tipped, and Smith, was she out of bounds?
Tight rope in the sideline, but couldn't keep her toe in bounds.
Keeps it with the Lady Bulldogs with 7:14 to go in the half. They get it in. Powell kicks it back. Campbell, ball fake. Back to the near side for Emily Powell. She finds a lane to the basket, puts it off the glass, and scores.
Nice ball fake that time by Emily. The defense left like we hope the snow does.
From the top of the key, that misses everything, goes out of bounds. Miss for Bruni, gives it back to Louisiana, trailing by 8. Yates comes back in for Talbert. And here's Ty Campbell with it. Back to Emily Powell in the backcourt. Almost tipped away by Bruni. She gets it ahead to Jalea Reese. Jalea. Hard pass for Ty Campbell. Now gets it back. To Bowser at the top of the key. Over to the far side for Emily Powell. 6:28 to go in the half. Powell to Campbell. Step out 3. That one's good. Where did this three-point shooting come from?
That was a good one. She's got 2 threes. Give her 6.
18-13, Clopton leads. Yates with it on the baseline, back to Bruni to the near side. Hammett with that long 2-point jump shot. Makes it 20-13.
She's a little more aggressive offensively today.
Mm-hmm. Campbell. Look out behind you. Oh, and she traveled. Just took a little bunny hop there trying to put on the brakes.
Skidded the pivot foot of hair. Got a little help from the Clopton bench.
Yeah.
Official right on her tail and called the travel.
5:54 to play in the second quarter. 20-13, Clopton leads Louisiana here from the Jake. Hammett has it on the far wing. Gives it to Brea Smith. She's blocked out of bounds by Jalea Reese.
Good defensive help that time by Reese as she came from the weak side to help.
Stays with Clopton. Here's Brea Smith to Yates from the far corner. That 3 is short. Rebound picked up by Parker. Over to the far side for Yates. To Brea Smith. Smith scores and is fouled.
Good look that time by Yates inside. Smith, you know, we mentioned this Friday night. They moved her into the post, and not the tallest player, but she's shifty enough inside. She's able to get to the rim as she did there.
Shifty and not afraid to go in those areas.
And can make the free throw as she did just then.
Now a steal by Smith. Dumps it off, gives it back. And we'll back up a little bit. Set the offense. Here's Parker. Parker try to force one to Bray, and it's taken away by Louisiana. Here's Campbell. Across the line, looking behind her. See where those Lady Hawks are. To Powell. Now for Bowser. Reagan needs to go somewhere with it. All the way across to Ty Campbell at the very last second. To Powell. Now for Bowser again. To Pedersen. Far side for Powell. 4:55 to go. Good give and go. His pass was behind Bowser just a tad, not out of bounds. It'll stay with Louisiana as Smith tried to save it.
10-point lead for the Lady Hawks, 23-10.
Up top, Emily Powell going to drive, kick it out to Pedersen, now near side for Reese. She wears number 15. Gets it to Powell on the far side, through her to Pedersen, and now stolen away by Hammett. Boy, she just comes out of nowhere. All the way down the floor and can't hit.
Yep, missed the open layup.
How did that not stick to the rim, though?
She'll talk to herself about that tomorrow.
Well, she'll have a lot of time to think. Everything's going to be closed.
You're counting on this no hitting, aren't you?
I think everything already closed. The predicted weather. Here's Powell with it. Gives up her dribble, now gives it up to Bowser at the top of the key. Reagan to the near side for Pedersen. Pedersen back to Reese. Trying to snake her way to the rim. Found some space, put it off the glass, and scores.
Left-handed, nice little step through that time by Jalea.
Played 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Here's Yates with it on the far side. She'll just chuck up the three. Off the mark, got her own rebound tipped out to Brea Smith. Smith, glass, bucket, and a foul. She's starting to rack up points now.
So count the basket. Foul will go on. Doc's a little slow on the trigger tonight.
Second on Powell.
Yeah, they need her to be in the game.
Haven't really got her going scoring yet. Just 2 points in here in the first half.
Bunch of subs in for Clopton. Brooke Jarrett. As Smith misses the free throw.
Her first miss from the line tonight. She had been 3 for 3. Powell kicks it down to Stewart. Stewart forces up a shot, no good. Rebound taken by the Lady Hawks. Brooke Jarrett into the ball game to grab that board. Here's Brea Smith. Smith snakes through, can't finish, and Deprecia Chapman with the rebound. Gets it off to Ty Campbell. Here comes Louisiana up the floor. Trailing by 10 with 3:23 to go. She gave up her dribble, running out of time, and it's turned over. Yep.
That's the freaking out a little bit. Going a little too fast, body gets going, brain's not keeping up. You forget you've dribbled already.
3:15 to play in the second quarter. Near side, Hammett to Yates. Forced to pass, and it's taken away off the hand of Jarrett. Campbell. Did she go across that line? She was close.
She was straddling it.
Back up top, here's Campbell for three. Off the mark this time, her first miss from beyond the arc, and Jarrett with the rebound. Long pass ahead, all the way to Bruni. Little cherry picking there, and she puts it in.
Yates showing that softball arm off.
Mm-hmm. And Powell falls down, looked like her ankle gave. She's a little slow to give it up. And get it ahead again. Bruni off the glass, no good this time, and Brylan Stewart the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Bruni.
Be her first.
Substitutions, Jalea Reese back in. Bowser back in for Powell. Ty Campbell also sits. Skylar Parker coming in for Jasmine Hammett. Stacia Talbert for Brooke Jarrett.
Grand Central Station at the score table tonight.
Bowser in the backcourt to Jalea. Reese across the line. Felt the pressure behind her, gets it back to Bowser. Her three is long, tipped out all the way to Bruni. Manley ahead. Shot Parker off the glass, good, and a foul going to be whistled. The first on Reagan Bowser.
Yeah, 3 Lady Hawks beat Louisiana down the floor that time. You can't have that. Bowser will pick up her first. Parker will be at the line for the first time tonight.
High arcing free throw there.
Hit nothing but net. Barely hit the net.
Yep. It's a 15-point Clopton lead now. And now it's thrown away by Pedersen. Yates off the glass and scores. She's in double figures now with 10. Bowser trapped, goes to the floor. Reese has tip off of her and tied up.
There will go to Clopton, it looks like. Turnover number 16.
And a timeout taken on the floor. Minute 52 to go in the second quarter. It's Clopton 32, Louisiana 15 on KJFM.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Minute 52 to play here in the first half from Louisiana, and just all of a sudden, a couple of turnovers again, and Clopton's stretches out to a 17-point lead.
You know, that's the Clopton team of old. They'd score in bunches like that from turnovers, get the other team rattled, and that's what's happening here in this second quarter.
Brea Smith to inbound, gets it to Yates. Yates back to Brea, just scoops one, turns into a pass to Parker. She's blocked by Bowser. Bowser goes to the floor and is tied up. This time it'll be Lady Dogs ball.
1:43 to play in the first half. 32-15, Lady Hawks on top.
Chapman inbounds for Powell in the backcourt. Emily works against Parker, bounces off of Skylar Parker. Pass to the near side for Bowser. Reagan cut off, gets it to Chapman. Deprecia finds her way to the hoop and puts it in.
Her first bucket of the night.
Makes it 32-17 Clopton. Parker with it on the far side. Nothing there, gave up her dribble. Not a Bruni, not a Yates. Stacia Talbert. It's just touch passing around the horn and finally drop it into Brea Smith, and she puts in the easy bucket.
Yeah, really good ball movement that time. Big second quarter for Brea. She's got 9 in the quarter, 11 in the game.
Back up top, here's Powell. Three ball is short. Talbert tips over the rebound. Now it's picked up on the floor. Ty Campbell is blocked by Yates. Goes right to a friend, and Bowser is fouled and will head to the line.
I'll go on Riley Kuntz, her second. Nope, check that. It was on 51, not 15.
Stacia Talbert, her first. Bowser's free throw is good.
Her free throw routine, she has an interesting sideways spin on the ball in her right hand before she shoots it.
Effective so far. This one rattles down as well. She's 4 for 4 from the line. 34-19, Clopton with the lead in the ball. Bruni to the near side for Hammett. Hammett back to Bruni. To Parker on the far side. Tried to lob it and shorted that lob. Picked off by Ty Campbell. Down to 29 seconds to go. It's tipped and taken away. Here comes Yates. One-on-one, and Powell didn't want to foul there. Easy 2 points for Yates.
She's in double figures now for the Lady Hawks.
Ball loose and picked up that time by Abigail Patchen. Kick out, here's Hammett. Down to 2 seconds. They get it down low. Patchen off the glass at the buzzer is good. That makes our halftime score. The Clopton Lady Hawks 38. The Louisiana Lady Dogs 19. Back with the halftime show after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
38-19 after 2 quarters. Clopton leading Louisiana. Fight song played again, leading to the half here, and the cheerleaders got done with their routine and just tossed their palms onto the baseline. You got to be careful in the state of Missouri tossing your palms away like that. Tyreek Hill will come in from anywhere and just steal those things.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he got a pretty good fine for that, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's done this year.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, he's got more time to steal palms now.
I guess that's right. Yeah.
Oh, man. Good first half of basketball. You know, just a couple of mistakes, again, for Louisiana. Led to some runs by Clopton and have amounted to a big lead. But you're seeing growth from this Louisiana team.
Yeah, I agree. We talked in the pregame about Clopton's pressure and Louisiana needing to handle that. They did pretty well with it. Probably, the first 4 or 5 minutes of the first quarter, and then things went south for them. And then in the second quarter, as we mentioned, Clopton got them in bunches of turnovers and bunches of layups. And that's resulted in this big halftime lead.
And they've got a couple of players, Clopton does, that are having some pretty good nights. Shanna Yates and Brea Smith, after kind of a slow start, found some room and put a lot of points on the board during that run.
Yeah, and they've just done a good job finishing at the rim. And, Yates was hot early from deep. She's cooled off, but finished with a couple layups late in the second quarter, and Clopton in control.
Fun night of basketball so far. We've got men's varsity action still to come. You see down on the floor the Louisiana Bulldog varsity players out there warming up a little bit, having a little shoot around, and congratulations to a couple of those Bulldogs. Of course, Mason Washington, he had a big week. He had scored his 1,000th career point during the third place game of the Bowling Green Invitational, and then he signed to play football at QU, Quincy University, and he's bringing a friend with him.
Yeah. Ryan Capps is going to join him. Division II football, the Great Lakes Valley Conference. Pretty decent college football conference, not top tier in Division II, but a pretty decent league nonetheless. And so they'll get a chance to find out what it's like to play with the big boys
and get some of that education paid for.
Right,
that's the most important thing.
More importantly, yeah.
But congratulations to Mason and to Ryan Capps on signing their letters of intent to play for QU next year. 38-19 our score. Clopton leading Louisiana in ladies varsity action. We'll go through first half scoring next on the Eagle 102 halftime report.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kjfm at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
2 quarters in the books. It's the Clopton Lady Hawks leading the Louisiana Lady Dogs 38-19. First half scoring numbers.
For the Lady Bulldogs, they were led by Ty Campbell. She hit 2 threes. She's got 6. 4 for Reagan Bowser, all free throws. 3 for Brylan Stewart, and 2 each for Jalea Reese, Deprecia Chapman, and Emily Powell. They were 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Big number for them is they turned it over 19 times. Anytime you have the same number of turnovers you have points, that's a problem. For the Lady Hawks, they were led by Shanna Yates. She had 12 in the first half. Brea Smith in double figures as well with 11. 3 for Skylar Parker and 2 each for Madeline Bruni, Abigail Patchen, and Stacia Talbert. The Lady Hawks were 4 for 6 from the free throw line, and they turned it over 7 times. Biggest lead of the game is the current lead of 19 points.
38-19 through 2 quarters. Both teams back on the floor, getting ready for the second half of this ball game. We'll take a break, come back with basketball for you after this on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102, brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Veolia Landscape Supply, and a taste of Philly.
38-19, Clopton leading Louisiana. Girls varsity action. We'll have men's varsity action coming up at the conclusion of this ball game. Fun 2 quarters, and we'll see if Clopton can continue with that dominant pressure, if Louisiana can make that adjustment here starting the 3rd quarter.
Well, Clopton's going to want to try and push this over 30 to get a running clock to save their legs for later on in the week if they play. And of course, Louisiana's going to want the exact opposite of that. But in order to do that, they're going to have to take care of the basketball here in the second half. It'll be interesting to see how long Clopton leaves the press on here in the second half.
We'll see. We know that Silex and Bowling Green are playing boys and girls varsity action tonight. We'll try and find you some scoring updates from that one. Ellsbury is hosting Wellsville tonight. Is that a boys and girls or just boys matchup. I know they were honoring the senior boys at Ellsbury tonight, and the Indians had a great Bowling Green tournament last week.
They did won that, and that's a dangerous game. Wellsville's not chopped liver by any stretch of the imagination, so if Ellsbury wants to overlook them, they may be on the wrong side of the scoreboard at the end of the night. But you're right, they played very well, came from, 15 down in the championship game to Winfield to win the Bowling Green Invitational for the first time since 2012. And, of course, on the girls' side, Van Far won it for the first time since 1988.
And you kind of got a feel for Winfield. They are just historically snake-bitten in championship games of tournaments.
Yeah, they haven't won it since 2013.
And not just that tournament. I mean, it seems like all tournaments. They go in as a heavy favorite and just can't get it done. Long three to start the second half by Yates. That's one way to get us underway.
Her third three of the night gives her 15.
Pass ahead. Here's Bowser to the hoop and scores. First shot from the field to go down for Reagan Bowser. She's got 6 points and a timeout already. Just 25 seconds into this third quarter. It's 41-21 Clopton on Eagle 102.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice in all parts.
$7:35 to go here in the.
Yeah, I didn't know you'd taken off.
I went to get starters for the next game. Coach Smith was the only coach that I hadn't seen yet. Well, I saw him early. He was out here mopping the floor when I came in, because school was still going on when I came into the gym tonight.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Well, it's an early start tonight.
Yeah.
But, got those starters, and we're ready for our second game then. I'd already talked to Coach, the coaches for Clopton, Tony Francis. They work it down low. Here's Hammett up over the rim. Can't get it to fall. And Depresha Chapman, the long rebound. Here comes Pedersen up the floor. Has it knocked away from behind by Jasmine Hammett. Boy, she is quick.
A good hustle by Hammett to close the gap. And already into the game now, Jalea Reese will come in for Ty Campbell.
Long pass out to Pedersen. She kicks it back further to Jalea Reese over to the far side for Bowser. Bowser, nice pass for Depresha. First shot no good. Got her own rebound no good. Fought for a third one. Put it up no good. And finally it's blocked out of bounds off the shot by Bowser. It'll stay with Louisiana with 6:58 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, nice little Z-cut that time by Chapman to have the back door. Just couldn't convert the layup.
Now the inbound is stolen by Madeline Bruni. To the near side for Brea Smith. Smith back up top. They work it down to the post for Stacia Talbert, and it's stolen away. Here's Depresha coming back 1-on-2. Has it knocked away. Got it back. Hit the front of the rim. Ball loose and picked up by Talbert. Near side. Here's Hammett with it. Jasmine up top. Yates. Long range three. Good. Wow.
Got another one. Number 4 for Yates.
2 in each half so far.
That one was deep.
Yeah, 44-21. And a 5-second call turns it back over. Powell couldn't find anyone to get it into. And a timeout taken by Clopton with 6:17 to go in the third. 44-21. Lady Hawks lead the Louisiana Lady Dogs. Here from the Jake on KJFM.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Area High School Sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital and Cellular and Satellite Center.
44-21. 6:17 to go in the third. Clopton leading Louisiana here in the first of two from Louisiana High School. Yates gets it in to Talbert. Up and around to Brea Smith at the top. Brea, good ball fake to get rid of Deprecia Chapman. Goes off the glass and scores.
Chapman with her 4th point of the game.
That was Smith.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? I was not watching, obviously.
Here's Jalea Reese in the backcourt.
Had a work email I had to answer.
Yeah.
A little interruption in the game.
Pass tipped and taken back. Here's Hammett to Yates. Here's a three. Offline this time. Deprecia Chapman the rebound. As it goes to the floor, they just don't give her an inch. Finally, Parker going to foul her. Going to be the second on Schuyler. And Louisiana will get the ball back.
And Chapman will leave for Campbell to return.
Switch off some of the assignments as Powell now will inbound. Emily got to move. They get it into Campbell at the last second to Pedersen across the way. Pedersen puts it up over the defense, too far off the back iron and out. Put back no good. And the rebound picked up by Parker, and she trips over somebody, and they call her for a travel.
Yeah. They have got tripped.
Yeah. 5:42 to go in the third.
Kuntz in, Yates out for the Lady Hawks.
Bowser. Her pass goes all the way to the backcourt, where it's picked up by Powell. She switches directions. Double team, gets it to Pedersen, knocked away from Jordan and taken away, and we're going to have a foul against the Lady Dogs.
That'll be on Ty Campbell. Another turnover for Louisiana.
Five and a half to play in the third quarter. All Clopton right now. Rooney plays catch with Parker. She'll take a three. Offline, rebound tipped out, and we're actually going to have a foul.
Over the back foul on Hammett, I believe.
She needs a ladder to go over the back.
Yeah.
And a timeout taken. 5:14 to go in the third. Clopton 46, Louisiana 21 on Eagle 102.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown's Smokehouse Meats.
5:14 to play here in the third. Clopton leading Louisiana 46-21. We'll have men's varsity action in a little bit. Early start tonight. Got the pregame going about 4:45. Tip this one off right at 5 o'clock and trying to beat any weather that may come.
Do you really think that half hour is going to make that much difference?
We are going to get home safe tonight.
Yes, we are. I am.
Yeah, you have an easier shot. You got any cots?
I got a spot for you. Yeah, I got a spot for you. Might be a little chilly out in the shed. That foul is going to go against Parker, I believe, her third.
As long as it has Wi-Fi and a TV, I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a problem. In the shed. I could let you sleep down the basement. Then you're in the man cave. You're good to go there.
Far side, here's Campbell with it. And the pass is tipped and taken away by Madeline Bruni. Bruni goes in on Pedersen, can't hit the shot. Parker had the rebound. Kind of hacked to the floor by Campbell, and they're going to call a tie-up.
In for the first time, Danica Graham tonight.
Parker takes a break. So they go a little deeper into that bench.
Graham, another one of the good young freshmen for Clopton.
Foul to the far side. Here's Campbell for three. That one just offline, and Pedersen the rebound. Jordan almost had the ball stolen. Gets her dribble back because the pass was tipped back to her, and on the rebound off her miss, it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Louisiana with 4:33 to play in the quarter. Jalea Reese, not a Powell, back for Pedersen. Pedersen to Campbell, Ty gets it to Bowser, back up and around. Powell ball fake, has a little room, didn't take the shot, gives it back to Bowser, and she backs out. Pedersen on the far side, starts her dribble to Powell. For Ty Campbell, three ball. That one rolls through.
Got another one. Her third three of the night. She's got 9.
Under 4 minutes to play in the third. 46-24, Clopton leads. Here's Brea Smith. Through traffic to the hoop, puts it in.
Her fourth of the second half. She's got 15.
Powell, little stutter step, gets across the line to Ty Campbell. Back up top, Pedersen to Jalea Reese. Skips it back to Powell. Wasn't open for the three. Now she'll drive down, kick it back out. Jalea for three. That one goes over everything. Pedersen saves it back into Ty Campbell. Tried to force one into Bowser. Ball goes to the floor. It's underneath Bowser. And the tie-up called, and the arrow favors Clopton.
Mass substitutions. Parker, Yates, Patchen back in for Clopton.
Stewart and Chapman back in for Louisiana. As Bowser and Reese take a break. Parker to the near side. Trying to find room. Gave up her dribble. Now kicks it back to Brea Smith. Smith. Out high for Parker. Back to Smith. Through traffic is fouled. All the way out at the free throw line. And it's going to be called on Jordan Pedersen.
Her first. Team foul number 1 here in the second half. Well, maybe number 2. It is 2.
Try to work it down. And blocked is Yates. She'll head to the line. The initial pass didn't work out. Shanna ended up with the loose ball.
Stewart with the foul, her first.
And the first shot for Yates is good.
Having a big night. 19 so far.
And the second shot makes it an even 20 for her and an even 50 for Clopton on the board.
Biggest lead of the game at 26.
Here's Campbell. Pass tipped away from DePricia. It'll stay with Louisiana. Good work defensively by Brea Smith. Try to get it to Stewart. It's taken away by Smith. Brea back the other way and is fouled by Pedersen. That's going to be Jordan's second. And back to the line goes Brea Smith.
Hasn't been there in the second half yet. Was 3 for 4 in the first half, however.
And the first shot is short. .239 to play in the third. 26-point Clopton lead. Make that 27. As Brea hits the second of those 2 free throws. And then she checks out. Campbell to Pedersen, cross court in the back court. Powell across the line, works through 2 defenders, trying to find her way to the hoop. Instead, kicks it out to DePricia Chapman, who hits a long 2. Good looking shot from DePricia.
Yep, she's got 4.
Parker works it down for Patchen. Yates' shot is short. Kind of shot that one straight up in the air, and here's Brylan Stewart. To Powell. Emily, hounded out there by Parker, gets a pick from Stewart, and a travel called on Pedersen.
Wanted to pass it, decided not to. Ball got out of her hands, came right back in her hands.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter, 51-26, Clopton leads. Yates to Patchen. Abigail kicks it out. Here's the three, top of the key. That one, nothing but net for Bruni. Her first tray, she has 7 points. And it's 54-26. Powell traveled. Got tripped up a little bit going through traffic.
Yes, she did.
As Bowser and Reese come back in, Pedersen and Campbell to the bench for the Dogs. Coach Brandstetter doing a little coaching right now on the bench. Here's Parker. Trying to feed one down low. It was tipped by Reese, taken by Bowser, and she's coming up 1-on-2 and smartly slows things down. Here's Powell. Bowser now for Stewart, and it's tipped, and she got away with a little hook of the hand there on Patchen, and then Patchen body blocks Bowser to the floor.
Yeah, maybe a little frustration foul there by Patchen.
Just her first. And Bowser to inbound in the area of center court. Goes off of Stewart, and it's an over and back call, as Brylan had to go through her hands to Jalea Reese, who was standing on the wrong side of the line.
I won't tell you how many turnovers.
It's a lot.
Yes.
Here's Parker. To Patchen, free throw line. Bumped by Bowser. They're getting physical out there. Here's Yates for three. That one's good.
She's found her stroke tonight, hasn't she?
Yes, she has.
That's number 5, I should say. Three-pointer for Shanna.
3 in the second half, and we're down to 35 seconds to go as the lead goes over 30. 57-26. Stewart out high with it for Louisiana. And I have to get rid of it, and she's tied up by Patchen.
Arrow favors Louisiana, however.
23.6 seconds to go in the quarter. Go to the backcourt for Powell. Crosses the line again with 20 on the clock. To Stewart. And a foul whistled against Clopton.
Patchen on a blocking foul.
Her second. And back in the ball game comes Riley Kuntz. She replaces Yates. A little extended quarter break for Shanna. Powell had it knocked away momentarily, and then Patchen going to pick up her third.
She looks at the official like, It just seemed to be the wrong person at the wrong spot.
Yep. 12.1 to go. Emily Powell to the line. Stuck on 2 points for a long time now.
Yes, she has been.
Not anymore. Cuts that deficit to an even 30. And Emily's second shot is good as well. That one rattles home. Down to 10 seconds. Will the fourth quarter start with a running clock? Here's Patchen. No. Down to 4 seconds. Chapman the rebound. And Powell will run it out of time here for the third quarter. It's Clopton 57, Louisiana 28 on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorites Water Ice,
A Taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A Taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the fourth quarter, it's Clopton 57, Louisiana 28, and it'll be Clopton ball to start the fourth quarter. Just heard something here in the gym that is becoming a thing of the past. Said whatever floor would explore, your lights are on. That just doesn't happen much anymore. The newer cars turn off on their own.
Yeah, there are not very many cars these days left over that you have to actually manually turn your lights on and off.
Yeah, that's a. You don't even think about that. That's become a thing of the past. 57-28. Clopton leads. Start of the fourth quarter. It'll be Madeline Bruni to, actually now Jasmine Hammett will come trigger the inbound play. To Bruni. And we're underway in the fourth. Over to the far side, Hammett. Back to Bruni. Skip pass to Yates. Try to get it down low to Brea Smith. It's knocked out of bounds by Reagan Bowser.
19-9 scoring advantage for the Hawks in that third quarter.
Here's a three from the near side for Bruni. That's off by a foot and out of bounds. Back to Louisiana. 7:41 to go in the game.
Had the distance, but it wasn't on line.
Looked like one of my golf shots. Here's Powell.
It would have been slicing.
Yeah. Off the miss, here comes Clopton. Brea Smith. Smith dumps it off to the baseline. Stacia Talbert can't hit. And Emily Powell the rebound for Louisiana. There were already 3 Hawks back. Powell goes in. Shot short. They're going to say it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Louisiana. Down to 7:10 to play.
I think Yates got her hand on it on a partial block.
All these coaches still coaching, though, here in the fourth. That Pedersen three is a little long and has the ball back again. Free throw line to Depresha Chapman. Grab that rebound to Powell. Powell, Depresha, long two. That one's off the mark. Tip out rebound and picked up by Clopton. Stolen back and then stolen again. Here's Hammett. Behind Brea Smith. Turnover gives it back to Louisiana with 6:46 to go.
Well, the other thing about having a JV game, which in the old days you used to do all the time, that limits your bench. So Clopton still has their rotation of about, what, 5 or 6, or I should say 7 or 8 going.
Off the Pedersen miss. Here comes Hammett up the floor. Got that one to stick and puts the lead back over 30.
First we've heard from her in the second half. She's got 8.
Here's Pedersen for the Lady Dogs. Free throw line extended. Kicks it back to Emily Powell. Powell starts her dribble. Tried to get it to Pedersen. Brea Smith takes it. 2-on-1. Too high off the glass was Hammett. Rebound tipped away from Yates, and Louisiana tic-tac-toe up the floor, and Bowser with an easy finish. Stops that running clock. It's 59-30, 5:52 to go. Timeout on the floor by Louisiana on Eagle 102.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
5:52 to play. First of 2 tonight from the Jank. Clopton leading the ladies varsity matchup 59-30 over Louisiana. Guys have the late game.
Could be an interesting game.
It could be. Clopton can play physical and And Louisiana sometimes doesn't like to play too physical. 59-30. Lady Hawks with the lead in the ball. Here's Bruni up the floor. Madeline to the far side for Jasmine Hammett. Now for Yates. Yates on the baseline. Shanna forced to go backward and gets it to Brea Smith. To Madeline Bruni. Bruni backs out, gives it to Hammett. Now to Yates on the far side. Tried to force a pass to Brea Smith, and it's tipped out to Jasmine Hammett to the near side for Madeline Bruni. Bruni. Through Hammett to Yates. Kick it down low through the hands of Madeline Bruni and taken away by Emily Powell. Powell gave up her dribble, gives the ball to Pedersen. Pedersen across the line for Louisiana. Just kind of Euro steps from the three-point line to the free throw line and floats one in.
We've seen runners all year from different players, but not from 15.
Yeah. 59-32, Clopton leads. That was unique for sure. Here's Bruni off the glass, and Powell going to get whistled for a foul, her third.
And Madeline Bruni will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
With 4:46 to play. First shot is good.
Parker back in for the Lady Hawks.
Bruni with 8.
Hammond will get a rest.
Second shot good as well, to make it 61-32. Patterson across the line for Louisiana. Try to get it to Powell. It's off her hand and taken away by the Lady Hawks. Parker, and now fouled is Bruni by Reagan Bowser. That's Reagan's second. Low total for her with 4.5 to go.
Yeah, they need her in the game. Maybe she's figured it out a little bit. That was kind of an excuse me foul there.
Bruni to the near side for Parker. Gets it to Stacia Talbert. Ball goes to the floor. Still kind of loose, going wild now, and Powell finally gets the ball. And here comes Louisiana. Floater off the glass, no good. Rebound picked up by Smith. Long pass ahead. Parker puts it off the glass for 2. Skylar Parker has 4 tonight. And it's a 31-point lead and another steal. Bruni puts on the brakes. Saw she was going in 1-on-3. Here's a 3 from Parker. Offline, Ty Campbell the rebound for Louisiana. 3:45 to play. To Depresha Chapman. Chapman to the hoop. Goes over everything off the glass, and here's Brea Smith. To Yates up the floor for another 2. Shanna Yates.
Good look that time by Smith. Or was it Bruni made the pass? I think it was Smith.
It was. Here's Pedersen. 65-32. Clopton leads here in the 4th. Ty Campbell. Gonna drive. Floats one through the lane. Off the back iron and out. Got her own rebound. Kicks it out to Bowser. Top of the key for Depresha Chapman. Chapman gives it to Powell in the corner. Has it knocked away and taken by Clopton. Bruni to Yates across the line. 2:50 to play. Near side with it. Into the corner for Brea Smith. She gets it knocked away. Yates turned into a perfect pass for a 3-ball. Wow.
Mercy.
Another 3 for Shanna Yates. Timeout on the floor. And that's just for substitutions.
6th 3-pointer for Yates.
Stops the clock with 2:38 to play, and they'll...
Might be her career high, huh? That's a lot of 3s.
Yes.
That's a lot of 3s for anybody. Anytime, any game. Except for Steph Curry.
Yeah, true. Here's a 3 by Pedersen offline. Rebound picked up by Brooke Jarrett for the Hawks, and here comes Clopton. Parker almost lost control. Gives it back to Danica Graham, and a foul whistled, and Danica checking her teeth.
She'll have a chance to get in the scorebook. Foul is on Stewart, her second.
First shot is good, so she's in the book.
Patch in return. Smith will finish her night for the Lady Hawks.
Down to a minute 37 to play. Second shot for Graham is good as well. They have had a great night shooting free throws on top of everything else. 70-32. Patterson out high with it. Minute 22 to the near side for Brylan Stewart. For Deprecia Chapman. Patterson, she'll try a three. Off the glass is good.
Banks open, huh?
Exactly. 5 points for Jordan Pedersen tonight, and we're down to a minute 2 to play. Here's a three from the near side. Another one for Clopton. This one's Brooke Jarrett, her first 3 points of the night.
What's she doing shooting threes?
Making them.
Plays inside.
Uh-huh. Here's Stewart. Brylan throwing up. Why not? Goes to the far side through Pedersen's hand. She gathers it in. Back to Brylan Stewart. Stewart pestered. Ball off her foot. Goes to the floor. Picked up by Parker. And we're going to have a foul on Jalea Reese. And that
may be it.
Yep.
I think they've gone to letting them finish the free throws. It should be a one-on-one.
It will be. 14 seconds to go. These will be the final shots of the game. First one is short. Missed everything.
Well, they're giving her two.
They are. Oh, well, no, it's not double bonus.
Wasn't she way out here?
Yeah. Yeah, missed everything. Now they're
going to take it away.
And that'll do it. 73-35 is our final. The Clopton Lady Hawks victorious over the Louisiana Lady Dogs in the first of two. We'll check the postgame show for you next on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
A quick wrap on this one, 73-35 our final. Clopton over Louisiana in girls varsity action. And you take away the turnovers, you take away the big night from Shanna Yates. I don't think Louisiana played that bad in this ball game. Once they got into their offense, they were good.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned that if they can get it into a half-court game, they have a chance to make this competitive. They weren't able to do that. They had in excess of 30 turnovers, and as any coach will tell you, and Coach Brandenstetter would be the first one, you got to take care of the basketball better than that against anybody, much less a pretty good club out of Clopton.
All right, final scoring numbers.
Nobody in double figures for the Lady Bulldogs, but a bunch of players did score. Ty Campbell with 9, Bregan Bowser with 8, 5 for Jordan Pedersen, 4 each for Deprecia Chapman and Emily Powell, 3 for Braylon Stewart, and 2 for Jalea Reese. The Bulldogs were good from the free throw line, 7 for 8 from the free throw line. As I mentioned, over 30 turnovers in the game. They never led in the ball game. For the Lady Hawks, they were led by Shanna Yates. She had a career night at 28 points for her. Brea Smith with 16, only 2 players in double figures, followed by Madeline Bruni with 7. Jasmine Hammett with 8, 5 for Skylar Parker, 3 for Brooke Jarrett on a lone 3, and then 2 each for Danica Graham, Abigail Patchen, and Stasha Talbert. They turned it over 12 times, and they were 11 for 15 from the free throw line. They raised their record to 12 and 8 on the season, and the Lady Dogs dropped to 5 and 13.
Final 73-35, Clopton. Looking like the Clopton of old tonight with a win over Louisiana here in the first of 2. We'll wrap up our post-game show, transition to the pregame show for the men. Louisiana and Clopton set to do battle again on KJFM.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Second of 2 varsity games on KJFM tonight as the men are set to do battle, Louisiana and Clopton. And at this point in the season, you know, the young Hawks actually have a slightly better record than Louisiana. You'd still consider the Bulldogs the favorite in this ball game, but I think since the start of the season, this matchup has tightened up a little bit.
It has, and the problem, as of late anyway, for the Dogs is finishing games. Case in point are the last 2 games of the Bowling Green Invitational. They lost by 2 in the third place game, or in the semifinals, championship semis, and then by 1 in the third place game, and actually had the ball in both of those games with a chance to tie or win the game. So they've got to figure out, you know, we've said this from the start of the year, that a lot of Louisiana's problems is 6 inches between their ears, and that's finishing games. That's playing hard on defense. Those are the things that, man, they're running out of time. They host the district. They'll have Ellsbury and Brentwood and a couple other teams from St. Louis in it. So the opportunity's there to possibly win that district, but they got to get it figured out, and they got to get it figured out now with probably 6 or 7 games left, maybe, if that many. For the Hawks, as you said, they're trending upward. They lost to Louisiana in the first round of the Bowling Green tournament, 59-44, so just a week ago tonight. Louisiana won that. And now Louisiana gets them at home, but the Hawks went ahead and won the next 2 games to win the consolation trophy, they got beat by Clopton, didn't they? Or by Bowling Green in the consolation game. But that was a close game, big physical game. So you know they're kind of trending in the right direction, and Louisiana's just kind of been hanging around as of late, win one, lose one kind of deal, and we'll see if they can get untracked here tonight.
And we'll talk about this one more when we check our keys to the game for you after this on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kjfm at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Keys to the game for this matchup between the visiting Clopton Hawks and the Louisiana Bulldogs. I think it's going to come down who's physically tougher here tonight.
Well, and you know, with Louisiana, they're an interesting team in that they can beat you a lot of ways. I think you would agree with this, that probably they're the most physically talented basketball players as a group that we have in the area. While Clopton's young, they're regrouping. They'll have a bit of a size advantage inside, mainly because the two big kids for Louisiana like to play on the perimeter. And so if they can turn this into a half-court game and take advantage of their size inside, Clopton can win this game. Louisiana, however, they've got the ability to get hot from the outside, and if they do that, they can run anybody out of the gym anytime. And they haven't played at home for a bit, so they're probably chomping at the bit to be able to shoot at a familiar basket. And so this game intrigues me a lot. I told you when I walked in, I think this could be interesting, and I still feel that way.
I think Clopton's guards have to be careful because probably one of the best around at taking a charge is Ryan Camps down low for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's good about that. And the guards, really, with the exception of Kuntz for Clopton, they don't really have a major three-point threat or threat from the outside. They're going to want to penetrate or pound it inside. And so, yeah, they're going to have to be aware of that when they go flying into the paint, because Caps will be waiting for them.
Those are our keys to the game. We'll check our starting lineups for you next on Eagle 102.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high-deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green. The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Getting ready for on-court introductions here as well. First for the Clopton Hawks, they're 12-8, coached by Tony Francis. They'll start a junior, number 1, Tyler Kuntz. A sophomore, number 3, Chase Hall. A senior, number 33, Mason Street. Number 42, a sophomore, Cash Evans. And number 44, a freshman, Kane Evans. And they're honoring Mason Washington for scoring his 1,000th point down below us right now, presenting him with a commemorative basketball. And he makes his way back to the bench and greeted by his teammates and gets some more congratulations from them prior to the start of this game. He's in the starting lineup, a 6'3 senior, as well as number 5, a 5'10 junior, Donovan Richards. Number 20, a 5'9 senior, Nathan Perkins. Number 23, a 6'3 junior, Jack Logan. And number 34, rounding out the starting 5, a 6'2 senior, Ryan Camp. So again for Clopton, it's Kuntz, Hall, Street, Evans, and Evans. And for Louisiana, it's Washington, Richards, Perkins, Logan, and Caps. Those are your starting lineups. They're introducing them on the floor right now. We'll take a quick break and come back with basketball for you after this on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
8 minutes on the clock. It'll be the 1,000-point score. Mason Washington jumping center against Mason Street. So Mason versus Mason in the center circle. You don't see that very often.
No, you sure don't.
And the ball is won by Washington and tipped back to Richards. And we are underway here in the men's varsity game. Clopton won the girls' game handily. And they get it to Logan from just inside the free throw line. Good turning jumper there for Jack Logan to get things underway.
A little different look offensively for Louisiana.
Here's Kane Evans with it in the backcourt to Cash. Cash back to Kane. He's across the line. Skips it over to Mason Street. Mason hands it off for Chase Hall. Hall to the far side for Kane. Now back up top for Kuntz, his first touch tonight. 40 seconds gone. He goes to the hoop and finds the basket.
Nice move by Kuntz down the right side of the lane. And we're tied.
Quickly the other way. Washington drops it down to Caps over Cash and puts it in. It's going to be tough to say.
Oh, those are two big boys going at it down there.
And it's good for Louisiana to get Ryan Caps scoring early.
And a turnover against the full court pressure as Clopton throws it out of bounds. And Louisiana will get it back underneath their own basket.
59 seconds gone here in the first quarter. 4-2, Bulldogs lead. Perkins marches down to Washington. He puts it up and over the rim for two. And a 6-2 lead. Here's Kane. Through the hands of Street to Cash Evans. Evans to Kane in the corner. To Kuntz. Tried to hand it off to Mason Street. A little miscommunication there. Here's Chase Hall with it over to the far side for Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz. And a foul away from the ball.
Now, hand check on Perkins. Both teams come out in man-to-man. Louisiana pressing, and they have a token press is all they do. Early on, they don't really try and lock you down.
Inbounds comes from the baseline. Here's Cash Evans with it. Back to Kane. Kane. They started the count on him. Starts his dribble, gives it up now. Start the count again. Forces it to Cash. Cash, little pump fake there, got the defense moving. Couldn't hit the shot, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Stays Clopton ball. 6:06 to go in the first quarter. Street gets it into Cash. Free throw line for Kane. Back to Cash, just inside the three-point stripe. Now for Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz has a little trouble getting it to Street. Now to Cash. Cash works against Caps. Puts it over the top and over everything. Ball goes to the floor, out of bounds. Going to stay with the Hawks.
Well, Clopton doing what they want to do is Genuine will come into the game, Jordan, and Hall will take a seat. They want the pace to be slower and in the half court, and that's what they've been able to accomplish here early anyway.
Here's Genuine.
Now they just need to make a bucket.
Exactly. Clopton trails by 4. Kuntz for Mason Street. Street goes against Washington, blocked out of bounds, and last touch by Mason Washington.
Yeah, I think it might have come back and hit Street on the way out of bounds, but the official was not in a good spot to see that.
So Street will inbound. Lob pass out for Cash Evans, hands it off to Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz going to drive, center of the lane, up over everybody, and he's fouled.
And if that's on Perkins, which I think it is, that'll be number 2 on him.
And he'll most likely come out of the ball game.
Yep. Wyatt Harrison will come in for him.
And at the line, Tyler Kuntz. He has the only points for the Hawks tonight and extends his total to 3.
As we mentioned, probably the best outside shooter on the club.
They hit them both. 2-point game. Long pass ahead. Here's Jack Logan. His little mid-range jumper's good.
2 of them for him, and they're still on the inbounds pass.
Wyatt Harrison.
Woo, that was a wild shot. That went in.
And a timeout going to be taken by Clopton. All of a sudden, they trail by 6. 10-4, 5:11 to go in the first on Eagle 102.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
10-4, Louisiana leads here with 5:11 to go. They've already had 4 different players score, Louisiana has, in the opening 3 minutes. Kuntz gets it to Cash, now to Kane. Across the line to Genuine. Bounce pass to Mason Street, kick out. Here's Kuntz, long 3. That's offline, and Kane the rebound. Back to Cash. Now to Mason Street. That shot no good, and Mason Washington the rebound. Dumps it off for Jack Logan. Logan back for Donovan Richards. To Caps. Caps works against Cash, and Cash going to get a personal.
Yeah, usually we see Ryan do a reverse pivot and get to that left hand off the glass that time, but he tried to shoot it kind of back over his shoulder, moving to his right with the left hand. He is a lefty.
And the first shot is a little bit long for Caps.
Free throw shooting's been a bit of their Achilles heel as well this year.
Second shot for Ryan Caps. The QU commit hits that one. Makes it 11-4. He's got 3 points. Kane across the line, gets it to Mason Street. Street backs up. Instead of going in strong against Caps, he took a big hop back and wasn't able to hit the shot. Richards out high with it. So near side for Wyatt Harrison. Wyatt. Free throw line for Caps. Caps far side for Jack Logan. Fakes the 3, comes in on Kuntz, center of the lane. Couldn't get that one to fall over the top of Kuntz. Tyler with the ball right now for Clopton. He floats through the lane. Shot wasn't close, and the rebound picked up by Mason Washington. 3:56 to play in the first. Here's Caps. Back to Washington. He scores.
Nice give and go there.
13-4. 3:45 to go, and that one almost stolen back. And it is stolen back because the last touch was by Kuntz.
Louisiana just has a little different look offensively, don't they? Look like they're playing crisper passes, a little urgency, a little tougher cuts tonight. That's what we've looked to see out of them all year.
Far side, here's Harrison. Back to Richards. Donovan back to Wyatt Harrison. They play catch between the points. Now they tried to get it down to Caps, and it's taken away by Evans. Up the floor. Easy two there for Tyler Kuntz.
He's got them all for Clopton, all 6.
Here's Mason Washington. Far side. Richards gives it back to Logan, who hands it back to Donovan. And at the top, Richards to Logan. Now to Harrison. To Richards.
Clopton out of that man-to-man playing zone now.
Genowine tipped the pass, but Logan was able to get it. Now Mason Washington scoops it across his body, scores, and is fouled.
With the right hand that time, he's also a left-hander. They'll count the bucket.
2:51 to play here in the first quarter, 15-6.
Foul will be on Genowine, his first.
Chance to make it a 10-point lead here from the line, and he can't hit. Rebound picked up by Jordan. Here comes Genowine. And there's the, he almost got that charge. Caps going to be called for the blocking foul.
That was close.
Yes, it was. He must have dipped a little bit when Genowine pivoted.
Couple subs. Evans back in with Hall. That would be Cash. Kane and Street take a seat.
Dalrymple to inbound. Gives it to Cash. Kicks it back. Kuntz. That shot's short, and the rebound picked up by Ryan Caps. To the near side, Richards to Washington. Logan for 3. That's offline, and another foul against Ryan Caps on the rebound.
Yep, that'll send him to the bench.
Nathan Perkins with his 2 fouls is going to come back in for Caps.
You can't fault the block foul, but that's just a foul over the top. You're blocked out. Best thing that's going to come out of that is nothing.
Yeah. Here's Dalrymple to Hall. Chase on the Bulldog at center court. Here's Genowine. Near side. Free throw line for Dalrymple. Logan. Kick out to Cash at the free throw line. Having all he can handle out of Mason Washington. Touch pass. Oh, what a pass and what a finish by Cash Evans.
Great high-low that time from the high post, and Evans pinned Washington and had a wide-open layup.
Center of the lane. Big hop step there for Jack Logan, and an easy finish.
He's got 6.
17-8. Here's Genowine off a long pass across the line for Clopton. Then he hits it off his own knee to Perkins. Perkins put on the brakes, hand it back to Logan, back to Nathan Perkins. Into the corner for Washington, back to Perkins, up high for Richards, now for Wyatt Harrison. Bounce pass, Mason Washington. Couldn't get around Cash Evans, now Perkins with it. To Harrison, good ball fake. Gets it center of the lane, Logan. Doesn't get much easier than that. 19-8.
Good feed from Harrison, the lead is 11.
Timeout on the floor, minute 8 to go in the first. 19-8, Bulldogs lead Clopton on KJFM.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
19-8. Logan scoring from the paint tonight.
Yeah, that's something that he added to his game this year that he did not have last year, and has made him a little more of a complete offensive player. Now, if he can figure it out on the defensive end, he'll have something. And we've got a foul on the backcourt, and that's going to be the third on Perkins, I believe.
Well, Nathan already in a heap of trouble, and we've only played 7 minutes.
Yeah, 3 fouls in the first quarter, not optimal.
And he couldn't get out. Kenny McCormick waiting to replace Nathan Perkins. Here's Street off the foot of Hall, and here comes Mason Washington one-on-one to the basket.
Oh.
Can't get it to stick, and Mason Street with the rebound. Here's Chase Hall in a double team.
Half-court trap by Louisiana.
Kuntz forces one to the basket. Logan the rebound. Long pass ahead for Perkins. Kick back, Richards to Mason Washington. His shot off the back iron and out, and here comes Genowine off the rebound. Down to 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tyler Kuntz baseline, and we're going to have a foul whistled against Donovan Richards.
He hit his first, and Tyler Kuntz back to the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
And try and get the deficit under 10. First shot is no good. His first miss from the stripe.
Did a little 360 and spun out, huh?
McCormick finally comes in for Perkins. Second shot, no good. Hit his first two, missed his second two, down to 12 seconds to go. Here's Logan off a long pass, over the defender, and scores. Down to 3 seconds. Genowine can't hit, ends up on his back. And we've played 8 minutes here at Louisiana High School. The Bulldogs lead the Clopton Hawks 21-8 as we head to the second on KJFM.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
You can see the whites in the eyes of Tony Francis from up here. They are wide. And he is a nice shade of purple. After,
he's okay with 8 points in a quarter. I mean, that would be the pace of play they would like.
Yeah.
Can't give up 21.
No. And what a first quarter by Jack Logan.
Yeah, he had 10. 5 turnovers for Clopton, which is a bunch for them.
There's Cash Evans, his floater, too much float. Rebound taken away and out of bounds. It's going to go to Louisiana with 7:48 to play in the first half. Here's Harrison to Logan, through him, and picked up by Chase Hall. Bodies flying everywhere.
Yeah, not a very smooth start to this second quarter by either team.
Nope. Here's Chase Hall off the wing, all the way back to the center circle. And taken away by Richards. And we're going to have a foul coming in from behind on Mason Street.
That'll be foul number 1 on Mason.
Kane Evans back in for Chase Hall. Washington inbound underneath our broadcast position to Richards. Donovan now up top to Kenny McCormick. So the near side for Richards. Down to 7:10 to play in the half. Free throw line, Richards. That shot's long, and Cash Evans with the rebound for Clopton. Ahead, Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz cut off by good defense from McCormick. Genowine with it. Couple of steps through the lane, scores. And they're going to say the shot came after, or?
No, they'll count it.
Okay. The refs were signaling different things.
Foul is going to be on Richards, his second. So 17 fouls, 2 on Richards, 3 on Perkins, 2 on Caps.
And the free throw is no good. That shot off the mark. And Logan, the long rebound, kicks it back to Mason Washington, and a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. With 6:42 to go in the half, they lead by 11 at 21-10 over Clopton on KJFM.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102, brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Veolia Landscape Supply, and a taste of Philly.
21-10, Louisiana leads Clopton here early in the second quarter. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross. Clopton girls won.
That's a good timeout by Matt Smith. You know, mentioned Louisiana playing offense with a purpose in the first quarter. They come out and start this second quarter with that willy-nilly, scattered all over the place offense. So we'll see if he's got them back into the mode they need to be in.
Here's McCormick. Works it down low. Logan to Washington. Whoa, what a cut. Yeah, I'd say they're back on track.
Right on cue.
Long pass ahead. Here's Dalrymple with it to Mason Street. High pass for Kane Evans. Back to Genowine. Jordan gives it to Kane Evans. Kick out. Dalrymple up and around again to Kuntz. Works against Wyatt Harrison to Mason Street. Kane Evans with it. Back to Genowine. Genowine tried to go to the basket and passes it right to the face of Richards.
A bullet pass, no less.
Caught that one with his throat. Oh, what a pass. A nice block. Logan can't hit on his own rebound. And here comes Kane Evans for Clopton. Good defense that time by the Hawks. Here's Kane. Free throw line. Back to Kane on the far side. To Genowine. To Mason Street now. Street back to Jordan Genowine. To Kane Evans. He'll take the three. Far side. It's short. And out of bounds. And a nice grab by one of the Louisiana cheerleaders. 5:12 to play in the half. Bulldogs up 13. They have the ball. Washington out high. It's a cutting Wyatt Harrison kick out for Logan to McCormick. McCormick kicks it out again. Wyatt Harrison from the baseline and a blocking foul. Going to be called on Dalrymple.
That'll be foul number 1 on him.
Just the 4th team foul against the Hawks. Far side, here's Richards. Up top for Harrison. Harrison to Kenny McCormick. McCormick's going to get a lot of playing time tonight. Floater, Washington, no good. And the rebound picked up by Tyler Kuntz. To Kane Evans, back to Genowine. Jordan to Mason Street. For Logan Dalrymple. To Kane Evans. Couldn't get that one to stick. Mason Street, no good. Kane Evans, no good. And finally, coming out the backside with it is Jack Logan.
Wow, point blank range. Hawks just can't get it to go.
That's kind of been a trouble point for this Hawks team in 21-22. Wyatt Harrison out high for McCormick. Fakes the three. Gives it up to Mason Washington. Now for Richards. Far side for Harrison to McCormick. 4:22 to play. Richards works against Genuine. Hands it off to McCormick. Fakes the three. He's going to drive to the basket. No, but a foul going to be whistled on Kane Evans.
Number 1 on him, Kenny McCormick. Go to the line and shoot 2. (23-10), 13, the biggest lead of the game so far. Dogs lead it.
Kenny, just one of the most unassuming guys, but always makes a positive contribution to the effort.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what sport it is.
Can shoot the three. You know, he can get hot from 3 too. Actually, he's passed up a couple shots so far.
Second shot, no good, so he misses both of them here.
But Richards on the offensive glass. Clopton didn't get him blocked out.
Harrison to McCormick in the corner. Back to Harrison now to Richards. Midway point of the second quarter. Not a whole lot of points scored here in the second quarter, just 2 aside. After a shooting gallery in the first 8 minutes.
And that's been Louisiana's problem. If you think about Saturday night, they had good second and fourth quarters and terrible first and thirds.
Harrison for 3, no good, and Genuine picks up the rebound. To Street, Mason almost traveled, able to glue that foot down to Genuine. Now for Kane Evans. Back for Jordan Genuine, and they'll slow it down. Mason Street is going to drive, kick out. Genuine for 3, that one's good. Jordan Genuine with a tray.
He's got 5 in the quarter. He's just a freshman.
Here's Harrison. To Logan, now for Street to the far side, knee side for McCormick. He'll try the 3, he'll drain it this time. There's Kenny. 26-13 in favor of Louisiana. Genuine to Tyler Kuntz. Now for Kane Evans. Kane to Genuine. Now for Cash back into the ball game. Genuine. 12-footer, no good. Put back is good. That's Kane. His first 2 points of the night.
All alone on the weak side that time.
Louisiana lead down to 11. McCormick to Washington, near side for Harrison. Good pass inside, and then maybe tried one too many passes there.
Richards had a good idea. He was going to try and hit Logan going to the bucket on the baseline, but it went off the foot of, I think, Evans.
Stays with the Bulldogs. Washington to Richards. Back to Donovan. Wyatt Harrison now with it. McCormick in the corner, back up top. Here's Wyatt Harrison, steps inside 3. Oh, that's a pretty shot. Wyatt Harrison's got 4 points. We're down to 1:35 to play in the first half.
Seen a lot of mid-range jumpers tonight, haven't we?
Proving you wrong that's a lost art. Here's Kane from outside, no good. Gets his own rebound. Genuine tips a pass to himself, now gives it off to Mason Street. Far side for Kuntz. Skip pass for Genuine. Now to Evans, and it's knocked away from him right into the hands of Donovan Richards. Jack Logan now to Mason Street. Street gonna drive? No, but a foul's gonna send Mason to the line for the first time tonight.
Split the double team that time. And here comes mass substitutions. A full line change this time. I think that would mean that Coach Francis has seen enough, would it not?
Yes. Foul was the second on Mason Street. And Mason Washington hits
say that whatever his instructions were have not been followed.
Yeah.
So let's see who's in that hasn't played. That would be Jason Hain and
there's 3 of them.
Malik Marshall, maybe?
Malik Marshall and Dylan Horsemeyer.
There you go.
Down to 55 seconds to go. Here's Chase Hall with it to Marshall. Hands it back now for Horsemeyer. Marshall to Hain. Now for Horsemeyer. As a little more tempo, looks like, out of this Clopton offense.
Yeah, a little energy. Louisiana switched back to a man, too, which would precipitate more ball movement.
To the near side for Hain. He has it again. Lob pass for Dalrymple is taken away. Good tip, good take. Down to 15 seconds to go. Louisiana, McCormick thought about 3, gives it back, 8 seconds to play. Into the far corner, here's Wyatt Harrison for 3, rims out. Richards gets the rebound down to 2 seconds. Here's another 3, that one's forced. And Louisiana will have to settle for a 29-15 lead at the end of the first half. 2 quarters in the books. We'll check the halftime report for you after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Well, we had an action-packed first quarter, Jim. 21-8 after 1 for Louisiana. But the Bulldogs only score 8 points in the second quarter and just 7 points for Clopton in that second quarter. And neither coach is happy heading to the locker room.
No, an 8-7 quarter doesn't make anybody happy. And Clopton with 9 turnovers, so I know that'll make Tony Francis go into convulsions probably. But Louisiana's taking care of the basketball. We mentioned that they kind of lost their way offensively. They've been playing pretty good defense though, which is something they've been working to get to, and only giving up 15 points in a quarter or in a half, I should say, is a sign of progress.
29-15. What do you do? I think the Bulldogs have to get back to what they were doing in the first quarter. What did Clopton do different in that second quarter to hold them down to just the 8 points?
You got Nathan Perkins and Ryan Capps in foul trouble and on the bench. So you take 2 of your starters out of the game for Louisiana, it makes things a little simpler, even though, we talked about Kenny McCormick and Wyatt Harrison being quality, serviceable replacements, but they obviously aren't Ryan Capps and Nathan Perkins. So those guys will be back in. At least Capps will. I don't know about Perkins. He's got 3.
Yeah.
So you get Capps back in the game. That'll help inside. And keep in mind when he was in the game, Jack Logan was having free run in the paint and scored 10 points in that first quarter. And then when Capps went out, Logan scored none in the second quarter. So it just gives them an added dynamic with with the big boy inside and what he brings to the floor for Louisiana.
29-15 through 2 quarters. Louisiana leads Clopton. Back with more, including the first half scoring after this on KJFM.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice in all parts.
29-15 through 2 quarters here from the Jake in Louisiana. Looks like the 2 quarters of the JV girls game are done as some of the Clopton girls coming back in the gym now. But let's take a look at first half scoring for the boys.
For the Clopton Hawks, nobody in double figures. They're led by Tyler Kuth with 6, Jordan Genoa with 5, 2 each for Kjfm Evans and Kane Evans. They were 2 for 5 from the free throw line and turned it over 9 times. They have not led in this game. For Louisiana, actually only one person in double figures, but they've got 5 in the scoring column as Jack Logan led them with 10 all in the first quarter. 9 for Mason Washington, 4 for Wyatt Harrison, and 3 each for Kenny McCormick and Ryan Capps. The Dogs still not very good from the line, 2 for 6, but they only turned it over 3 times, so they took care of the basketball. Their biggest lead of the night is their current lead, 14, as they lead it at half, 29-15.
Pretty much have Clopton doubled up after 2 quarters of varsity action. Again, the girls game went to the Clopton Lady Hawks 73-35 over Louisiana.
And before we go to break, I have the tweet of the night for you. It came from Bill Gunn, who's a coach in St. Louis. He says, "So very Missouri. Receiving snow day notice for tomorrow as you stand outside on a 60-degree afternoon in shorts and a T-shirt." That about sums it up, doesn't it?
That sums it up. 29-15, Louisiana leads through 2. Back with the second half after this on KJFM.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kjfm at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports is on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital and Cellular and Satellite Center.
29-15, Louisiana leads through 2 quarters over the Clopton Hawks here in the nightcap at the Jake. And who knows how many days it'll be before we have more high school basketball. So this is a treat on a.
Oh, we're counting on being in Van Far on Thursday night against the Bobcats.
That is our next.
That's what we're counting on.
That is our next scheduled broadcast.
Have
here
the faith, Mark. Have the faith.
Eagle 102. About a minute and a half before we get the second half going. How do you like how Tom Brady stretched out his retirement over like a week and a half?
Yeah, well, and the bigger issue in the NFL or story in the NFL is Brian Flores is suing the Miami Dolphins and the NFL for discrimination and a whole list of other things. And the quote I saw was, if the NFL thought they had problems with the Rams, that's only the top of the can of the worms, man, because this thing could get really interesting.
Well, and you saw, what was it, about a week and a half ago that San Diego filed a similar suit to the St. Louis suit?
One of the allegations Flores made was that the owner got a hold of the coach and offered him $100,000 a loss to up their draft pick.
Oh.
If you could prove that, what would that do to the NFL?
Oh, no.
I haven't read the whole suit yet, but they said that's just one of the minor allegations that he's made in this suit. So things could get interesting in the NFL, and if Mark's right, you'll have a couple days to ponder all that as you sit at home and watch it snow.
I'm just going by, what I was told. Anywhere from 4 to 19 feet of snow.
Yeah, it's nutty. It's nutty. We'll see. I hope we don't get it. I mean, I like a little snow just to kind of pretty things up.
Yeah.
I don't really want to be
last week during Bowling Green tournament, I woke up 2 days with a nice little dusting.
Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
It was nice. All right, the teams are back on the floor. Louisiana ball to start the second half. They'll be moving from right to left here in the second half of this ball game, and Richards has it for Louisiana. We are underway with the Bulldogs up 29-15. Richards between the circles, very deliberate to start the second half. Now hands it off for Jack Logan, gets it down to Mason Washington. Pass was kind of on his back shoulder and through a little contact. His shot is short. Here's Chase Hall with it.
Pretty good defense for Clopton on that first set. Both starters back into the game for Louisiana, and the starters in for both teams, actually.
Caps rejects that pass. Clopton keeps possession. Here's Mason Street with it out high. He heads to the dribble. Now gives it to Chase Hall. Hall back to Mason Street on the near wing. Lob pass over the hand of Cash Evans and taken away by Jack Logan. Logan gives it to Richards. Donovan, a couple of head fakes, gets it to Perkins on the far side. Now to Caps. Caps works past his defender and scores.
Got the finger roll to stay in. Looked like it might spin out for a second.
Caps has 5. Across the line, here's Kane Evans with it. Minute and 15 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Street gets it back. Oh, long range three, and that one goes down for Chase Hall.
I believe that's his first shot of the night, and it's from about 22 feet.
Back the other way for the Bulldogs is Donovan Richards. Richards gives it to Mason Washington. Washington over 2 defenders. Can't hit that one from the baseline, and Cash Evans picks up the ball. To Kane. Kane near side for Mason Street. Street gives it to Cash. Free throw line. A little flat on that shot. Gets his own rebound. And here's Hall with it. Back to Tyler Kuntz. 31-18. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Hall backs all the way out to the line. Now gets it to Kane Evans. Mason Street to Cash Evans. Cash over Caps, but can't hit the shot. Rebound picked up by Washington. He has it to Logan. Jack gets it down to Caps. Caps makes a little room, and Cash Evans wanted a foul on Caps for moving him with the elbow, but goes the other way.
That'll be number 2 on Cash. And Caps will go back to the line. He's 1 for 2 so far tonight.
And the first shot is no good for Ryan Caps. So the lead remains 31-18 in favor of the Hawks, or the Bulldogs, rather. Second shot misses everything. Trying to fade away free throw there, didn't he?
Yep, you got to stay in there, don't you? Got a good rotation to the ball. But
Here's Street with it. To Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz cut off. Comes back to Chase Hall. Hall for Kane Evans. Out of Mason Street. Street lobs it over Washington to Cash Evans. Cash goes against Caps. Turnaround a couple of times and scores.
That time he made a good move on the block.
And knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with the Bulldogs. But good work coming back by Kane Evans.
Hawks looking to make a game of this now. We know Louisiana has a tendency to take quarters off.
Here's Richards. And knocked out of bounds by Kane again. Nearly 3 minutes gone here in the third. Louisiana just 2 points in those opening 3 minutes. Richards. Bounce pass down low, Mason Washington. Washington, reverse layup is good.
Got good spin on that one. Took a little knock and was able to spin it home from underneath.
He's into double figures, and that one's knocked out by Washington. They'll stay with Clopton.
1-2-2 press. Looks like they're going to turn up the screws just a hair now.
Cash gets it to Kuntz. Now across the line to Kane Evans. To Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz, free throw line. Wild shot. No good. Tip out rebound, and Street knocked it right to Perkins. Nathan gives it to Caps. Out high now for Richards. 4:17 to play in the third quarter. Here from the Jake. Free throw line. Richards' shot is short, and the rebound picked up by Kane Evans. Hall ahead to Kuntz. Kuntz, floater off the baseline is good.
Took it hard to the bucket that time. Good move by Tyler Kuntz.
Makes it 33-22. Still an 11-point game. 3:50 to play in the third. Here's Perkins. To Logan for three. No rotation on that ball. Very flat. Rebound easily for.
He kind of shoots a knuckleball sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes they go in too.
Mm-hmm. Here's Street to Cash on the baseline over everything. Richards the rebound for Louisiana. Back for Logan. Logan, floater through the lane, pushes that one through. Dozen for Jack Logan.
First bucket since the first quarter.
And a foul whistled against Mason Washington. 5 minutes gone.
His first foul of the second half.
Dalrymple into the ball game.
Actually on Louisiana.
Gets it to Genowine. Now for Hall. Hall backs all the way to the line.
Almost stepped into the backcourt.
For Genowine. Back for Chase Hall. Hall to Genowine. And try to kick it across, and it's tipped. So it'll stay with the Hawks.
Richards got his hands on it on the cross-court pass.
And Hall gets the inbound from Dalrymple. Logan with it now on the wing, gets it back to Chase. Now for Jordan Genowine. 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Genowine free throw line, kicks it back for Dylan Horsemeyer back into the ball game. Cash Evans, Horsemeyer, he's going to try the three. That one's short, and the rebound picked up by Perkins. Pass ahead for Mason Washington. Washington, good pass to Logan. Shot good and a foul.
Good look cross court that time by Washington. A nice assist. Logan will get a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul will go on Dalrymple, his second.
37-22, 2:10 to go. Make it 38-22 as he converts the three-point play.
That's the biggest lead of the game.
2:05 left in the third quarter. Pass tipped and taken by Washington. Comes up the floor, 1-on-3 to the bucket and in. Mason Washington with 13. Here's Dalrymple back the other way for the Hawks. To Hall, now to Genowine. Genowine gives it to Cash over the far side for Dalrymple. Hall to Horsemeyer. Gives it back to Genowine. Minute and a half to play in the third. Dalrymple with it to Cash Evans. Evans, few spins on that one and got it to roll in off the back iron.
Another really nice move inside by the sophomore.
Quickly back the other way. Dump off from Washington to Camps. Doesn't get much easier than that.
Nope. Point blank range layup all alone.
Ball goes to the floor. Another swipe by Washington. Mason, no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on Richards, I believe, for flying in there.
I believe you're right.
His second. We're under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Or third.
Yeah, that's what I said. Meant.
What you were thinking.
Yeah.
Into the game for the first time. Oh, number one. I don't have him.
To the near side. Up and around. Here's Hall for three. That one's good.
Second three of the half by Chase.
And it makes it 42-27. Final 30 seconds to go. Here in quarter number 3. Work it down low. Here's Caps. Caps. Couldn't get that one to fall. Dalrymple the rebound. Here comes Genowine. Down to 10 seconds. Here's Hall for three from the far side. That one drops.
His third.
Washington back the other way. Final second, and Genowine going to get a foul here.
That'll be his first, and that'll send Mason Washington to the free throw line with 1/10 of a second to play in that third.
And the shot is good for Mason. 43-30. Second shot, good as well. No inbound, and that'll do it for the third quarter. 44-30, 14-point Louisiana lead over Clopton as we head to the fourth on KJFM.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the fourth quarter from Louisiana High School inside the Jake, and it's the Bulldogs 44 and Clopton 30 as we head to the final 8 minutes of this men's varsity contest. And, trying to figure out a number as we move along here. It'll be Clopton ball to start the fourth. And kind of a different look from the Hawks as far as this lineup goes. They've been moving guys in and out.
Let's just say everybody that's on the bench has got to play.
Yes, they have. Here's Genuine, and we're going to have a foul on Dalrymple.
I believe it's going to be a legal pick, isn't it? Yep.
Logan's third. As he put Mason Washington down on the floor. And Richards in no hurry, taking it across the line. Gets it to Washington. Now Caps out high to Perkins. Back to Caps. Richards going to try the three. It's too long, and the rebound pulled away by Genuine. Genuine gets it to Kane Evans. Now to Dalrymple. Dalrymple puts it off the glass, no good, and Mason Washington the rebound. Minute gone here in the fourth. Here's Logan to Caps. Caps made some room and scores.
Got Dalrymple in the air that time, used his body to protect the bucket, or to protect the ball, I should say, and makes the bucket.
Here's Genuine with it. Center of the lane, and we're going to have a foul on Mason Washington, his second. It's going to send Jordan Genuine to the line.
They're actually going to say it was on the drive.
Okay.
Back in comes Cash Evans for Dalrymple.
And here's Cash. Couldn't get that one to fall over Caps. And here's Logan with it. To Perkins. Off the far wing with a pass to Logan. Now to Richards. Donovan signals the play. To the near side for Washington. Gets it back. For Nathan Perkins. Perkins finds a little bit of room. Takes a nice little 12-foot jumper and scores.
His first bucket of the game. In foul trouble most of the night.
48-30, 2 minutes gone, and off the Clopton miss, here comes Louisiana again. And another foul on the floor.
This should be on Chase Hall, I believe. Should be his first.
And you're right on the money with that one. Here's Washington off the inbound play, off the glass, good, and a foul.
They'll count the bucket. Foul will go on Genuine, I believe.
Up to a 20-point lead for the Bulldogs.
His third.
Make it a 21-point advantage as Washington hits the free throw.
Up to 18 for Mason in this game, adding to his 1,000 from Saturday night.
Here's Genuine to Kane Evans. Kane, free throw line, near side, Genuine. Gets it to Cash. Kind of slung that pass. Cash can't hit the layup, and bodies fly over Richards as he pulls in the rebound. Kick out. Here's Logan. Logan off the glass, too hard. Rebound. Chase Hall gets it on the far side. Ahead to Jordan Genuine. Genuine, top of the key. Gets it to Cash Evans. Try to force one over Caps, no good. And Mason Washington with the easy rebound. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. From Louisiana High School, looking for the varsity split are the Bulldogs. As Clopton girls won over Louisiana earlier. Here's Washington. Goes against Genuine. Puts that head down, got his own rebound, sneaks that one over the rim for two more. Genuine back the other way for Clopton. Kick out, here's a three, that one's long, and the rebound picked up by Logan. To Washington, skips it now to Richards. Donovan finds his way to the hoop, blocked, got the ball back, it's tied up, and the arrow favors the Bulldogs.
Kuntz and Street will return. And Genuine and Hayne will take a seat.
Here's Caps to Washington. Clock moving again down to 4:20. Richards hands it off for Logan. Makes a little room against Coons. Now hands it back to Perkins. Perkins. He's going to drive to the basket. High off the glass and scores.
Pretty drive by Nathan Perkins. He's got 4.
All here in the fourth quarter. Midway point of the fourth. Louisiana ahead 55-30. That one, a little runner by Kane.
Everybody's got the finger rolls high off the glass going now.
Across the line, Washington gives it to Richards. 55-32. And that shot from Logan. He took what they gave him there and scores the bucket.
He's got 17.
57-32. Chase Hall to Kane Evans. Lob pass for Cash. Around Caps. Can't get it to stick, and Caps gets the rebound. 3:10 left in this ball game. Louisiana in control here in the fourth. Washington to Richards. Ball knocked away and stolen. Hall knocked it to Kane Evans, and now he gets it back. Down to 2:50 to play. Far side for Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz off the glass, good, and a foul.
That'll be on Washington, his third. And Kuntz can complete a three-point play. He's in double figures now with 10.
57-34.
Dow Ripple back in. Kane Evans to the bench.
And he hits the free throw to make it 57-35. Richards across the line, gives it to Washington. Mason out of Jack Logan. Good spin move from the free throw line. On 1 foot he shot that up. It was no good. And on the rebound we're going to have a foul against Chase Hall.
His second or third. Which way are the numbers?
Yeah. Well, he's number 3, so that, yeah. He's number 3, so that would be foul 2, but that's backward. As Caps checks out. 2:31 to play. And the shot is good. So Richards will have one more. And the score is 58-35.
His first points of the night.
Mm-hmm. Singular. Now he gets the steal. He has a chance to make it points. Instead, he gives to Mason Washington, who can't hit the runner, but he'll head to the line.
Cooper Lumley into the game, number 10 for Louisiana.
And Washington hits that shot.
That foul on Dalrymple, number 4.
And Mason hit them both. 60-35.
He's over 20 now. 22, I think, to be exact.
Here's Mason Street. Street from the free throw line. His jumper is good.
His first basket of the night as well. Man, the senior.
He has spent a lot of time on the bench tonight. Here's Perkins, the near side for Washington. Down to 2 minutes to play. 23-point lead for Louisiana. And another foul is going to send Mason to the line.
And that'll be on Mason Street, I think.
It is. It's his third. First shot, good. As Cash Evans checks out. Second shot, good as well. 62-37. Down to a minute 50. Genuine is fouled. This minute 50 could take another hour and a half.
Yeah. Concept of don't foul hasn't registered yet with anybody.
Genuine. First shot's good. 62-38. Dalrymple checks out as well as Mason Street. As Malik Marshall comes back in the ball game. And he hit them both. And another whistle. As a timeout is taken just to make substitutions. Get Mason Washington out. As he's replaced by Wyatt Harrison.
He'll finish with 24.
Pretty good night. Here's Donovan Richards on the near point. He spins a couple of times, feeds Wyatt Harrison down low. He goes over everything, rebound to the corner and out. He's going to stay with Louisiana. 1:32 to play. Jack Logan to inbound on the far side. Gets it to Donovan Richards. He's got a whole book full of moves, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's showing them off, too. And he'll get a trip to the charity stripe for his efforts.
It's pretty amazing with the knee problems he's had.
Foul on Tyler Kuntz. Yeah. You and I saw him get carried out of the building in Monroe City early in the year.
Yep. He was back that week.
Yep.
63-39, make it 64-39 as he hit them both this time. So he's got 3 points tonight. 1:22 to go. Here's Marshall with it through the hands of Horsemeyer and stolen by Wyatt Harrison. Harrison stops, pops. That shot won't go. He has just not had the shooter's luck.
Yep, tough luck shooting tonight for Wyatt.
And a foul. Again, whistled against the Bulldogs.
On the floor, however, only the 15th foul, so Clopton will have it under their own bucket.
64-39 our score, out of bounds again.
Harrison got his hand in there and swatted the inbounds pass.
Minute 2 on the clock. Here's Marshall to inbound. To Horsemeyer. That shot's no good, and Perkins picks it up for Louisiana. Take your time. To Jack Logan. 50 on the clock. Perkins with it. Comes off the wing through Lumley. And Cooper with it again.
Cooper, if I remember right, had a start or two on the varsity early in the year.
I believe that's right. Here's Harrison. Back to Lumley.
May actually been the first game of the year when we were here when they played Pleasant Hill.
Down to 18 seconds. Lumley with it. He dribbles out. Gives it to Richards, to Wyatt Harrison, back to Donovan. Works against Genuine, down to 4 seconds, and he'll put it away. Changes pivot foot about 8 times while the clock was still going, and then hands it to the ref. 64-39 is our final. Louisiana earns the varsity split. And we'll be back with the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on Kjfm.
Final in this one, Louisiana 64 and the Clopton Hawks 39. And this could have been a game that could have been a trap for the Louisiana Bulldogs, but they came out. Had one bum quarter tonight, really, but really stuck to the game plan for 3 of the 4, and they're getting closer.
Yeah, probably not a complete game, but as close as to a complete game as we've seen from them for a while. You weren't over at Pittsfield, but they laid an egg a quarter or 2 over there as well, and then of course we saw that happen a couple of times last week, but. A little better tonight. They came out with some urgency and with a mission. It looked like offensively, actually, with playing with some passion and confidence, and jumped out to a big lead at 21-8, and then actually were never challenged after that, but end up going home tonight with a nice, comfortable win.
64-39 is our final. We'll take a quick break, come back with your final scoring numbers after this on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown's Smokehouse Meats.
Final from Louisiana, it's the Bulldogs 64, Clopton 39. The girls varsity game went to the Lady Hawks 73-35 over Louisiana. So a varsity split here in our final scoring numbers.
For Clopton, Tyler Kuntz with 11, 9 for Chase Hall, 7 for Jordan Genuine, 6 for Cash Evans, 4 for Kane Evans, and 2 for Mason Street. The Hawks were 5 for 8 from the free throw line, turned it over 14 times, and they never led in this game. Bulldogs were led by Mason Street. He finished with, Mason Washington. He finished with 24. Jack Logan was 17, 9 for Ryan Capps, 4 for Nathan Perkins, and 3 each for Kenny McCormick and Donovan Richards. Bulldogs were 13 for 20 from the free throw line and turned it over 6 times. Biggest lead tonight for them was the final score, which was, again, 64-39.
The only other final I can find from around the area, outside of this building, of course, is Pittsfield over Payson Seymour, 53-43. Scranton led things for the Saukeys with 13 points in that one. So not a whole lot of scores trickling in, and of course we'll have all those compiled for you on KJFMradio.com and on Eagle 102 Sports throughout the night and into the morning. Centralia defeated Brookfield 60-35. There's one other score. Can't find a final right now on the Bowling Green Silex games and Ellsbury, Wellsville, Middletown games.
And we started a little early, so we're probably ahead of some of the other games.
Exactly. Final again, 64-39 for Jim Ross. Mark Froelich saying stay safe. Hopefully we don't get the snow, and we'll see you for more basketball Thursday here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. Broadcasting